Hello everybody, Dark Zekrom here, and today, as you guys can see by that class that was just on your screen, which you can go back and pause at anytime you want, today we are going to be doing an elite weapon review slash best class setup for the HBRa3 Insanity. So, the HBRa3 Insanity is a really good gun in my opinion. It's probably one of the best variants out of all of the variants, like changing the weapon wise, but the HBR is a good gun in general, but the Insanity just makes it an even better gun. So we're going to get started with the attachments here that we have. So as you guys can see right now, we have the HBRa3 Insanity has a +1 damage, +2 fire rate, -1 handling, and the only bad side about it is the an inability to put optical attachments on it, which kind of sucks, but I personally love those iron sights. I mean, yes, they can be kind of obtrusive when you're trying to, get longer shots. Like a couple of these shots here, they're kind of obtrusive. You can lose your enemy. But the attachments I decided to go with for the HBRa3 were the suppressor, the foregrip, and the parabolic microphone. Now, the suppressor is to keep you off the radar, which is good, but the suppressor also reduces muzzle flash, and with not being able to put optical attachments on, that's actually really helpful, because the muzzle flash is a huge distraction, make you lose your enemies even more. Now, the foregrip, the HBRa3 has actually pretty crazy recoil without the foregrip, and the foregrip is also just there, to control the recoil, do what it can do. And the parabolic microphone, I was kind of experimenting with other attachments, and the parabolic microphone is actually really nice for when you're playing certain game modes, like when you're playing free-for-all like I am here. You would want to use the parabolic microphone because you can tell when people are using suppressors. Like TDM, people use parabolic microphone all the time. Free-for-all, search and destroy, you would want to use the parabolic microphone. But you could also swap that out for the extended mags, which I think I have a gameplay somewhere around here. I'm not sure. We have a gameplay somewhere of me using this exact class, but instead of the parabolic microphone, I have extended mags, which raises your magazine capacity to 45 instead of 30. Which is nice, but that's all around a pretty good attachment combination from what I can tell. And this thing's got great range, and the increased fire rate just really helps the gun out. But onto the perks, we have the same 4 perks that I use for pretty much every class. We have lightweight, peripherals, blast suppressor, and scavenger. Lightweight because you move pretty slowly when using an assault rifle, and I think you can sprint longer with lightweight. Don't quote me on that, I don't remember. But peripherals because I really like the bigger minimap. In fact, there are some maps that like Biolab, in certain points you can see the entire map on your one minimap, which is really nice because I loved the Ghost minimap. That was honestly a really good idea. So peripherals, and then blast suppressor and scavenger. Besides toughness, blast suppressor and scavenger are the 2 out of 3 most important perks in the entire game, in my opinion. Blast suppressor, obviously, excuse me. Blast suppressor obviously gets rid of all of the blips and stuff on your minimap whenever you do an excellent movement, like the boost, dodging, and the dashing and everything. And scavenger just because I like ammo, and I'd rather have ammo than reduced flinch, which is sometimes like when I use laser weapons, since those things don't need scavenger. I like to run toughness, but that's for another video. But those perks combined make a pretty good class IMO. And moving on to the score streaks now, we have the UAV, System Hack, and the XS1 Goliath, which in this gameplay, in the end, I get the rest of the kills. I think I get like 6 kills to finish off the game with the Goliath, which you guys will be seeing relatively shortly. Anyway, with the score streaks, we have the UAV with I running extra assist points for some reason, even though I'm playing free-for-all. But I usually run extra assist points, extended time, and threat detection. The threat detection is honestly, it's really OP. It's like the Oracle in Ghosts, if you guys remember that thing. You can see people through walls, except instead of an outline, it's like a full body image of them, and it's every time the UAV sweeps. So you could go speed, extra time, and threat detection. You'll just be constantly seeing enemies all around. But then I have the System Hack with the disabled exosuits, which is honestly really overpowered. Even though the System Hack was nerfed, the System Hack is still really overpowered when you have 2 extended times and the exosuit, disable exosuit. But I just have disable exosuit, which is pretty nice. And then I have the XS1 Goliath, which I was experimenting with because I wanted to try it out, and I think this kill gives me those first two, and I think the kill after this gives me the Nexus 1 Goliath. Right, where is it? Where's my kill? Right here. This gives me the Goliath. I have the undermounted rocket launcher, so you have just like, it just shoots a rocket on a guided missile, and then I have the lock-on missiles on, which lock on to an enemy, and they just like fire and they chase him down like a heat-seeking missile, just because that's what they are. But right here, I hop into this thing and look like a badass, and I get the last 6 kills with the Goliath, and you can see just how crazy this freaking thing is. I really love this thing, and with the right attachments, it's really good. But yeah, this is the whole class that I have. I really enjoy this class. The HBRa3, like I said, is just a really good gun in general, and this Insanity variant is probably one of the most sought-after variants next to the Speakeasy, the Obsidian Steed, and Inferno. But those are for the ASM-1 and Val-27 respectively. But the Insanity is just honestly really good. The +1 damage definitely helps out, even though I think it just extends the medium range to a longer distance. I think its 3 kill range is extended with this damage upgrade. The fire rate is definitely useful and definitely needed. That has definitely saved me a few times, because I've been running this class and I've picked up a regular HBRa3 without the fire rate increase, and it's pretty hell to use, and this guy knifes me in the back. But honestly, the only downsides I can really see with this gun is, like I said, the lack of optical attachments. And even then, if you don't like you'll get used to the iron sights, and here, I ended it right here, but you get used to the iron sights. So overall, this is honestly a really good variant, and I definitely try going for it. Get those supply drops as fast as you can, as quick as you can, and hope to God you get it, because it's really good. Final kill cam with the Goliath to end off a nice 30-9 gameplay on Free-for-All and Ascend, which is just one of my favorite maps. But that's it for me today, guys. If you liked, please comment and consider subscribing, and I'll see you all later.